and I am king. Dilly dilly, you shall be queen.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Hayley Atwell. It's the EE Rising Star Award. I was lucky enough to be part of the jury. Bye.
Goodbye.
Hayley Atwell.
Hello.
Welcome to the red carpet.
Thank you. It's very exciting.
Hello everyone. Sorry Brian, I am a method actor. You should have known this by now. The nominees are...
Happy birthday, Annabelle.
And I went, I'm in a Tom Cruise movie. And he, without pausing, went, no, I'm in a Hayley Atwell movie. That whole experience changed my life because it meant that I was able to start to put myself out of my comfort zone, but also be able to control my nervous system so that I was able to push myself further physically.
Those lines in that car?
Yeah, a lot of the car chase was improvised as Hayley be like, I have to slow down. Or if he was just saying it as Ethan, in which case as Grace, I could be like, no, I'm not slowing down. Good and intense memories of filming here in Rome. We have this yellow car behind us, which we nicknamed Trixie because she had a mind of her own. I'm just so deeply proud of it, and we made it for you. We made it to delight the audience, so please come and see it and enjoy. Just drink lots of water and make sure that you sleep well the night before because it's quite a ride.
Another flight, yeah. The apple bottom make 'em wanna bite, yeah. I just wanna have a good night.
Where McHugh had seen me in a play 10 years previously and had taken me out to dinner and said, I want to work with you, I just don't know what it is yet. So when he brought me in for the screen test to meet Tom, what they said was they were looking for an actress rather than someone to fit a character that's already written, but someone that would collaborate with them. And based on my level of commitment to the process of discovering new things, then the character would naturally emerge, which is why I feel like I was just having so much fun with Grace, why she's so mischievous. 5 months of training in mixed martial arts, drifting in a car, sleight of hand tricks, knife work, gun work, and then watching a lot of movies to work out what the language of this particular film was going to be.
So amazing to have someone like Hayley and her energy and the character that she's created in this, because she is the audience. You know, we're feeling what Grace is feeling all the time. She feels so real and so human and so much self-doubt. I think she feels like all of us, which is such a beautiful thing to have in a movie like this. It's amazing what she does. She is the heart of it.
Where each woman is distinctive, each woman has her own agendas, intentions, agency. They are not over-objectified or over-sexualized. They are not all led with a romantic agenda or being looked at by Ethan in that way. And it was so important that I worked to make sure that my character was never going to be just one thing, because women, like any human being on the planet, is always going to be more than one thing, sometimes at the same time. We can be a whole myriad of qualities.
You complete me. Mission
Impossible.
accomplished.
right, please? Please. Hayley, to your right. Thank you.
In that moment, we were actually arguing over what was superior, a hobnob or a digestive. And I claim to this day that the hobnob is a far superior biscuit.
We've got a little baby Mike.
Little baby Mike, it's so cute. It's like a little mouse. Suddenly went, "You're Tom Cruise." And he went, "I know. Isn't it? I know. Isn't this wild?" At one point I was like, "I'm in a Tom Cruise movie." And he went, "No. I'm in a Hayley Atwell movie." I'm like, "Oh, you charmer." So it was sort of a huge privilege to think, yes, I've earned that trust. That's amazing. What an incredible compliment.
It's a great movie. You're great in everything, and it is lovely to meet you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
No way.
My favourite bit in the film, I mean there's many, but there's one
God.
where you go, "Who's driving? Who's driving?" And he goes, "You're driving." Create a relationship of humour and it's great. You've done that really well. Well done, you.
Oh, thanks, Rebecca.
They would call me, I love the nickname, everyone has nicknames for each other, and they called me Hell Yeah. They're like, "Here she comes, here's Hell Yeah."
Goodness.
And then, so by the time I rapped, they rapped me 9 times. It became a running joke, because every time I'd come in for an extra pickup shot, McHugh and Tom would be like, "Hey guys, that's an official rap on Hell Yeah." It's the nickname they call. "Hey Hell Yeah." It's really cute, yeah. But I would have to work out whether it was Tom Cruise saying to Hayley Atwell, "Slow down!" and therefore I'd have to slow down, or whether it was Ethan saying slow down, in which case my character might go, "No, I'm not, I'm going to take a left instead."
You know, Hayley's phenomenal. Her wit, her timing, her, precise quirkiness. It is such a character you fall in love with.
Hayley and I trained together during COVID because we lived near each other, and our amazing trainer, Sam Eastwood, was down the road. So we would go on socially distanced runs every day. And it was so bonding, and we got to go through a kind of 5-month journey together before we even started. And we bonded very closely, and I really love her, and I love Rebecca so much. And the women in this have always been a great inspiration to me. I'm very proud to be part of a group of women that are, so fierce.
Let's hear an epic round of applause, guys. Hayley Atwell, who's joining the Mission Impossible franchise as...
Wow, hello everyone, it's so wonderful to be here. Hi! This film has been a long time in the making, as you know, and the introduction of my character happens here in Abu Dhabi, so I feel so honoured to be able to film here and to have started my Mission Impossible journey in this incredible landscape. And
Oh, it's so beautiful also because this, without giving any spoilers away, the first time you were introduced to my character is here in Abu Dhabi, so it's particularly poignant for me.
And then on my day off, I went out to the desert and I went sandboarding, and that was a lot of fun.
I did 5 months of training, drifting and sleight of hand tricks and unarmed combat, working with knives, with world-class athletes to do in order to get to that level of skill where I could then do it safely. Because it's, I have to make her a reckless driver, but I can't be reckless as an actor. So that creates like an obstacle within itself that takes just a lot of preparation, a lot of study.
It's a privilege for all of us to be here. Thank you. We dreamed of this moment. We were
This is my good signature as well. It's not my permanent signature.
this is not your first time.
This is my first time.
It is!
I can't believe it. I'm so happy to be here. This is a place I've always wanted to visit. And this night, this is for you. This is the night where we celebrate the power and the magic of cinema on the big screen. This is what we've been working towards, so I'm so delighted to be a part of this. 감사합니다. Like so many people, been such a huge admirer and fan of Tom's work, and the camaraderie and the leadership and the kindness and the generosity that I stepped into, led by so many incredible people, it's been the most exceptional experience and something that I will always cherish.
I will too.
폼이 얘기한 것처럼 제가 이보다 더 어떻게 이거 이상을 이 모든 것을 다 가지고 있는 사람이라는 생각이 들어서 배우로서 정말 기쁘고 영광이라고 생각합니다.
Hayley, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, gorgeous.
Ladies are very elegant and very powerful. Three extraordinary women, someone we have been looking forward to working with for about 10 years. You know her as Hayley. We call her Hayley Atwell. She's always ready, always down for the fight.
hard.
Hayley Atwell.
Hello, good to see you.
Rounding out that extraordinary group is
감사합니다. 저희가 영화를 만들 방을 꿈꾸면서 여러분들께 선보이는 여러분들 모두 즐거운 시간.
Thank you.
Is there a K-post that you guys know?
Yeah. So to have a gesture, it creates that sort of the closeness from a distance.
And connection.
And connection. Yeah.
It would be like Hayley Langhair.
Hayley Langhair.
Hayley Langhair.
Thank you so much. My first visit here, it's meant so much to be here and to share this film with the fans. I will never forget this experience of coming here for the first time, and I'm so excited for everyone to see the film. I hope you love it. We learned some wonderful Korean gestures. This one.
Oh yes, this one.
Yeah. And this is my favorite. I love this one. And the cherry.
Wow.
Yeah. Hello Korea, I am Hayley Atwell in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I hope Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 makes your summer more memorable. You sign up knowing that that's what you're going to be doing. I did everything myself. I did 5 months of training with top world-class athletes and stuntmen and women. And so I worked like alongside them, full time. That was my job. Get onto set. You have that foundation, you're fit for purpose. And then you can also offer variations in performance.
Yes.
Right. Can I be calm?
Structurally like a knick-knack.
A thick knick-knack.
A thick knack.
What is a knick-knack? That, and also you can, you can play with them. You can be like,
them on your fingers.
You can do that.
Hula
you can
hoop
like
style.
do this.
They're not over-flavoured. Like some snacks in the UK, you can taste the sheer chemical input.
Well, it's just given me the confidence to be quite erratic. Yeah. I've had members of my family just go, can we drive to the shop now? I'm like, no, I'm perfectly in control. And they're like, I'm sure you are, but we don't feel like we are now.
It's because you want to drift to the shop.
Holding on to him with my seatbelt as the character, and he looked at me and he said, you feeling good? And I was like, yeah. You're gonna let go? And I'm like, yep. I'm gonna let go, surrender, process. And he was like, I need you to let go of my seatbelt. Literally, well, I can do that.
Very cool. Simon, as you mentioned, you can bring to a role when that happens.
Yeah, it's not called Mission a Bit Tricky. Please,
I'm stuck inside and I can't get out!
Hayley, will you come back? Will you come back?
Hayley Atwell, Pom Clementiev. Simon Pegg and director Christopher McQuarrie's 61 tomorrow. Not that you'd know it. Angela Bishop.
It's just a joy to be here.
Hey everyone, this is Hayley Atwell. I'm here at the premiere of Mission Impossible. It feels like completion. It's where it should be. The best way to see movies like this is collectively.
It wouldn't surprise me.
If you
Thank you, Sydney! Thank you, Sydney! We love you, Sydney!
Hey, you better go see it. It's a fantastic movie. Just in case. All right, let's go for another one. All right.
Hello, my gorgeousness. Whoa. We just stroke each other. Oh.
Like I would have made the other one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Sydney.
Parts of the training was 5 months, and I was having to learn how to drift in a race car, learn sleight of hand tricks, work with knives, fight, choreography, you know.
She's magical. Hayley Atwell. We hire the actors and then build a character for them. And so you'd see these artists and we create characters that celebrate their talents. So what you can do with Hayley is really, when you look at Grace, that's that character, that it allows the kind of car chase that we have in Rome. All of that is inspired, the tone of it is inspired by her and the dynamic between Ethan Hunt and that character. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
It was a phenomenal co-lead performance.
She's a powerhouse, a great actress.
I can't get over how civilized it all is. Everyone's so calm, and they're so obviously happy to be here. And I am too, because it's been 4 years in the making. So being out here, being able to see fans going, these are the people that are going to watch this movie, and it's for them. Also, please come and see it at the biggest screen you can find. Mission accomplished.
Hi, this is Hayley Atwell. The screen test involved not only an audition with Tom, but also the stunt test with Wade Eastwood, our incredible stuntman, expert wonder. He said to me, right, Tom's on his way, so when he turns the corner to see what you've done, I'm going to give you the cue, and I want you to do the most complex part of this fight routine that I've taught you, because I want his first impression of you to be the most impressive. And I'm like, oh my God, good luck. I end up putting a stunt guy on the ground, and then I turned around. I was like, oh, hi, Tom. I didn't see you there. How are you doing? One of the train carriages goes from horizontal to vertical in 6 seconds, and Tom and I have to run up the length of it on a steep incline and grab onto something before we're then hanging over a ravine. And we've done it about 6 times. Tom kind of looked at me because he's very aware, Tom. He wants to make sure everyone's okay, and he's like, are you okay? And I just remember going,
I don't know. I don't even
to be
know
honest,
what I don't
Tom.
know. And he went, oh, I think you have adrenal fatigue. And I'm like, sure. Yeah, probably.
Well, he would know.
And he would know. And then he
Of course
went,
he would.
I can see what's happening. You're losing colour in your face and your energy's dropping. I'm like, mm-hmm. And he went, do you need some chocolate? And I went, yes, yes, that's exactly what.
Yeah.
When do we
And
not
Sex
need
and the
chocolate?
City-
And he presented this beautiful box of chocolates out of what seemingly thin air and gave it to me. And I was like, oh.
Because she's hypervigilant, she's always looking around to see where the exit is, where the danger is, who she can pickpocket, who she can put something, who she can put to pocket, which was a kind of a whole new world of, for me, discovery of going, how handy, if you don't want to hold something, just slip it into the pocket of the person beside you and go back for it later and they're none the wiser. I'm a prankster. I love playing pranks on people as long as they're like, it doesn't upset them or scare them too much.
When those rumours came out, I was like, oh, how reductive that stories have been made up because they see a woman who's worked hard to develop a chemistry and a rapport and a work ethic that's met the intensity of someone like Tom and has found a place beside him, and therefore let's reduce it immediately to assuming that it was running on a romantic agenda. And that's really boring. He's a really nice guy. He's a mentor and a friend and like an uncle and a brother, and I have so much respect and admiration for him. That's not interesting.
This person walked on hot coals at just the
Haley.
9 years old.
Haley.
This has come up as
No, this is why we call her Hell Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Call her Hell Yeah. Haley.
Yeah, what? Hell yeah. What's the story behind it?
I almost want to keep it a mystery. Like it just that line there.
I need to break this mystery.
But I will, and you know, my father's here, so I'll credit him for that too. Can I ask a question? At what point did you decide that you were going to say, I'm trying to get away from this mountain, and have a close-up during the fall?
When was that? It's kind of blurry.
Did it happen?
Well,
Whole
you're
scene
asking
we
a
came
very
up
good
with.
question.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing their job.
Shay's got some.
Hi, my friends on Youku. I am Hayley Atwell, playing Grace in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. As the 7th episode of a legendary series, this new movie will definitely give you an unforgettable viewing experience.
Haley, let's go shot. Straight ahead. One more time to the right. And that's good. Wow.
Yeah, towards the center.
Over the. There you go. Looking back.
What more do you want to?
Love you.
Oh my God, I love you! No, it's heaven!
Haven't seen her today.
Thank you for that.
She's my favourite woman in the world.
Oh, you're my
Obsessed.
favourite. I love you.
She's the best. And she's so amazing in this.
Are we smiling? Yeah, I'm smiling. Gotta make sure. Tom smiling.
And finally, it's someone that I saw on the stage 10 years ago. Somebody I saw on the stage 10 years ago, and it was another one of those instances where I called Tom afterwards and said, this person is an extraordinary talent, we have to find just the right thing. Every movie that we've worked on since then, the conversation has started with this person. You might know her as Hayley, we call her Hayley Atwell.
Yep. Yeah.
For the simple fact that she was always down, always ready to meet the challenge head on. Everything that you're going to see her doing in this film is extraordinarily difficult, physically challenging, some of it utterly terrifying. And she was there for every single bit of it, and was matching a very, very difficult person to match.
And she does it. She's impressive in every single way.
It's been really extraordinary, as we like to say, with all of these actors, to get out of their way and to get out of her way. Everything that you're seeing from everybody in this film, you're watching these actors bring something special to them that they're contributing to the film. And this is somebody who really brings something special that we've tried to capture for years, and we're so thrilled to be able to show it to you tonight.
Hayley, hell yeah.
just want to say, what I love about movies, it's celebrating these artists, and I think the power of these artists, and I'm very grateful that you all are here. I'm very grateful that you all came on the journey. You're amazing, and I really thank you. Thank you.
How does one even train for that? Do you do like sprints on an incline, on a treadmill? What do you do?
Richmond Park in London, I could give you a tour of all the hills I ran, where I cried, where I peed behind a tree, where I wanted to take a nap, where I called my mum going, I don't think I can do this. It was that, but it was a lot of mobility training, injury prevention training, so that you're doing it all really safely and competently, so I could make her as physically dynamic as possible, so by the time that we got on set I could do anything that they asked me to do multiple times and then add performance into it. It's where it deserves to be. We made it for the audience, everything is in service to them, and they didn't stop until they made sure that it hit all the right points, and so I'm so excited. I want everyone to see it. It's such a fantastic ride. That's human, that's real. If she'd been slick and cool, and the stakes wouldn't have been as high for her, so the audience would have been like, oh, she finds this easy. So we just kept using all of that. You know, both my parents have seen the movie. My dad was at the premiere last night, my best friend, my cousins, and they were just like, how do you do that? I was like, I don't know. It was, you just do. Yeah. I'm excited. Big. I've seen the movie myself 5 times. 5? And it's because it's just so good. And I feel, you know, we're so proud of it, but even the whole filmmaking process, every single frame and scene was designed, executed, edited with the audience in mind.
Well, are you really driving the car?
Of course, yeah. You don't sign up for Mission Impossible without knowing that you're going to be doing your own stunts.
4 years to make a movie, is that normal?
No. Mission isn't a normal movie.
Whoa.
This is a bigger conversation about the industry and how stonewalled members of the creative community have been when they're fighting for their basic rights, a basic living wage. We have the existential threat of AI taking human jobs. That means that it's a more precarious situation than ever before, and this is the time to adapt to that and regulate it so that people who are creating content can continue to do so and make a fair living wage from it. Yeah, Mission Impossible 8 has to stop, you know, and as it should. It's unfortunate. There's so many productions here in the UK that are under SAG contract that have had to stop, as well as the ones in America. So many people are on their knees, unable to make a living wage, not from a lack of effort, skill, talent or time, but because people at the top of heads of streamers, heads of studios are exploiting the people that are creating the content for them that they put out into the world. And so what they're asking for is something very simple. It's compensate us fairly for our time so that we're able to live and can continue to work and put out content for you.
I think my entry point in terms of characterization often at the moment is about sort of what is the core wound, because I find that the core wound that is established early on in life, in those formative years, does sort of set the trajectory of the choices that we make and the relationships that we build in our adult life. And that can give me a sort of an internal struggle that then I can, an inner conflict, which for me I find makes the character come alive and also gives the character sort of a foundation for which choices can be made. So, for example, you do a Mission Impossible franchise. It's an action film. It's a genre thing. It is what it is. But the preparation that I'm doing, aware that the more preparation I can do that is not seen, I'm trusting that the audience on a subliminal level will pick up certain qualities. You're bringing as much as you can to it, even like if you're hidden standing work. still. Yeah, exactly.
When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Lavender's green, dilly dilly, lavender.